Hello, good morning, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Naranda Brown here, your host, and thanks for tuning in to another episode. If you're new to the channel, please remember, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and follow the links in the description to my sponsors, Quick Link Shipping, RA Sports Store, and CSA Shop. All right, now they've been with us since day one, and I hope you guys can give them some support, show them some support. And a fun fact as well, 70% of the folks watching the videos, they aren't actually subscribed. So let's turn that let's turn that notification button on, hit the subscribe button, and join the Halftime TV family. It's always fun times over here. We keep it 100% factual, 100% objective as well. And if it is that we are expected to be biased, we try and get someone over here to tip the scale a bit. For example, if we're talking about Chelsea, that is my team, obviously. I try to get someone else from another team because sometimes you're too close to the painting to actually appreciate the beauty. I hope you get that analogy. Now, today we'll be talking about Sha'carri Richardson and the possibility of her joining the MVP track club. You know, MVP, they've been in the spotlight for quite some time now, a number of days. It actually started gaining a bit of traction last week when news broke that Elaine Thompson-Herah, the fastest woman on planet Earth, would be leaving MVP Track Club and Stephen Francis, his team. Now, I did a number of videos, maybe 2 videos on it, receive a little bit of backlash, which is expected because when individuals, they have a favorite or they're too close to a certain camp or to a certain team, they don't want you to give an analysis or to voice your opinion about it. I don't subscribe to that mindset, and as such, I will continue voicing my opinion. Now, an article was also published late last week. I think it was Saturday. Yeah, an article was published on Saturday by an anonymous source through a blog, and it has been making rounds on social media as well, speaking about Elaine Thompson-Herah's character and her husband and his affiliations and all of that. And one would assume that that was published or that has been circulated by someone close to the MVP camp. Again, not all breakups need to be bad. You can have a separation or a breakup that everyone leaves on good terms. It doesn't have to be nasty all the time, folks. And I know we're all human beings, but also we're all mature adults for the most part, and we can arrive at an amicable solution for most of the issues that we're having. I think if more people in this world communicated and communicated well, then probably we wouldn't even have wars and so many conflicts right now. All right. So if you're just joining us, welcome to Halftime TV. As always, Naranda Brown here, your host, and I'll be talking about the possibility of Shacarri Richardson joining the MVP Track Club and if it could possibly mount an actual challenge on Elaine Thompson-Herah's and her reign as the fastest woman on planet Earth. Could it be that when we're going into the next Olympics, it would be Shacarri Richardson probably coming in with the best time up against the reigning Olympic champion in Elaine Thompson-Herah? Stephen Francis, he's a magician of a coach. He's the Pep Guardiola of athletics, as I love to say. And the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. He's produced so many top athletes, some of the best athletes we've grown to know in Jamaica and to appreciate. They've come out of the MVP camp and the Stephen Francis trained group. Okay, but again, folks, don't keep your comments to yourself. Remember, leave your comments in the comment section as well. The comment section is open. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what your views are. What's your take on the situation? I'll share mine in a few minutes. All right, but again, as I said, Stephen Francis, he is looking forward to, or he's expected to start coaching an international star. I can pencil out a few individuals that will not be a part of it. All right. So Kenny Bednarak, he indicated in an article in 2019 that Nike sent him to train with Dennis Mitchell, who is currently the coach of Sha'carri Richardson. Now, if we were to remember correctly, Dennis Mitchell was subject to 2 bans during his athletics career. He was also a part of that Balco thing, the Balco situation, or should I say scheme, the Bay Area Laboratory Cooperative, where they basically injected the athletes with banned substances. So he was a part of that as well. So a lot of controversy surrounding Dennis Mitchell, and oftentimes the athletes who are associated with him, they don't come out the best. Justin Gatlin, we know he was one of the fastest men during his prime. He subsequently received a ban as well. He indicated, well, he came public and made an official statement indicating that he had severed ties with Dennis Mitchell. And then a few months down the line, it was revealed that actually that wasn't the case. Or if that were the case, he rehired Dennis Mitchell. So again, a whole lot of controversy coming out of the Dennis Mitchell camp. Kenny Bednarik, the U.S. athlete, he was one of the bright sparks, really. Still expected to do very well because he's still very young. In 2019, he indicated that Nike sent him to train with Dennis Mitchell. Now, this received a whole lot of backlash from the public sphere and from popular media because of the controversy surrounding Dennis Mitchell. And what I can say right now is Kenny Bednarik is not the athlete that will be coached by Stephen Francis, because in the interview that Stephen Francis did with the Jamaica Gleaner a few days ago, and the article was published by Andre Lowe on Sunday, I think. On Sunday, September. Is it Sunday was what? September 25? Yeah, 26. So on Sunday, September 26, the article published by Jamaica Gleaner, it was done by Andre Lowe. He indicated that it's a top female athlete. All right. So who are the top female athletes now who are looking to find their footing or to regain a little bit of confidence or to get it right? Right. Now I can think of 3 young female athletes, because obviously if Nike are so invested in this one, then it must mean that it's one of their faves. It's someone that they hold close to their bosom. All right, who could these be? So there are 2 Nike female athletes that are doing well. There are 3 young female athletes now that I can think of off the bat. Now, one is Beatrice Masilingi. Beatrice Masilingi signed for Adidas maybe 3 weeks ago. Yeah, we're at the end of September. So Beatrice Masilingi signed with Adidas 3 to 4 weeks ago. The second one, Christine Mboma. Now, we've all heard that name before. That's because she's been doing fantastic. She did exceptionally well at the Olympic Games in Tokyo. Still a teenager. She ran Elaine Thompson-Herah to the line, really, into 200 meters. And she subsequently went on to winning the Diamond League. So again, could it be Christine Mboma? Possibly. Nike signed a deal with Christine Mboma on the 8th or the 9th of September. Again, almost 3 weeks ago. So it could possibly be Christine Mboma. But Christine Mboma's coach, Hertha, he has been with them since day one. And I would think that something is working, because he has teenagers, or he has a teenager there running sub 22 at 18. At 18, she's running 21:80, 21:79. So I don't think anything is broken there. And, you know, as they like to say, if it's not broken, don't fix it. So I think Christine Mboma then comes out of the question, right? Christine Mboma, she signed with Nike. The details of her deal, it hasn't been released as yet, but I can confirm that Christine Mboma is a Nike athlete. Beatrice Masilingi is an Adidas athlete, right? So now that takes us to one, uno. One, yeah. And that one is none other than Sha'carri Richardson. Now, the young lady who has been making the headlines for all the wrong reasons, really, for the past few months. she is touted to be the next big thing out of the United States. And I saw her throughout the Diamond League, wasn't impressed. I saw her a few other track meets as well. Again, still not impressed. And she came last in Eugene. That was supposed to be a reenactment of the Olympic final, the Olympic 100 meters final. That's what it was supposed to be. It didn't turn out that way. And in the end, she finished last, right? So Shacarri Richardson, she seemed to have lost her way somewhat. And for that reason, I can see where Nike would propose that Stephen Francis, one of the best coaches in the planet, who is in fact a Nike coach, and I'll read an excerpt from that article that I mentioned or that I alluded to earlier. In the article published by the Sunday Gleaner, Stephen Francis said, and I quote, "I am a Nike coach and Nike considers me to be their best performing coach, and they want as many Nike athletes as they can to get in my training situation." Now, this is Stephen Francis. All right. All I can say is that Nike has the right to demand, maybe not demand, but advise or request that I coach people that they want me to coach. All right. So again, we heard it from the horse's mouth. Stephen Francis indicated that Nike basically indicated that they wanted him to be the coach of a top female athlete. And I can't think of much more. I can't think further past Shacarri Richardson. She has the raw talent based on what we've heard. A lot of us haven't seen it, so we're wondering what happened to that talent. Did it leave overnight? And I think if that is in fact the case, then who better to get her back on track than Stephen Francis? Also, with the noise around the MVP camp the past few weeks with rumors, or I don't know, probably it's a fact, but it is reported that a letter was sent to MVP that Elaine Thompson-Herah would be leaving the camp. Stephen Francis, he came out, he didn't deny it, but he said he wouldn't be surprised if Elaine Thompson-Herah didn't show up for training in October. Elaine Thompson-Herah, in her interview, said people are probably speculating because she is the fastest woman alive, and probably because she didn't show up to training as yet. All things considered, the training doesn't start until the end of October. So Elaine Thompson-Herah getting it a little bit twisted there. Madame World Olympic, reigning Olympic champion, didn't quite pencil it out before she did that interview, because why would people be expecting you to be at training if training doesn't commence until the end of October? But again, as I said, with all the controversy surrounding the MVP camp and with the possibility that they may very well lose their top athlete in the form of Elaine Thompson-Herah, then it makes sense that Shacarri Richardson would be that Stephen Francis would take on Shacarri Richardson. And if he were to take on Shacarri Richardson, which seems very much likely in my opinion, I think he can get her to the levels that he got Shelly Fraser-Price, that he got Elaine Thompson-Herah, and possibly, just possibly, come the next Olympics in Paris, we will have Shacarri Richardson versus Elaine Thompson-Herah as the headline. So we're waiting to see how that one pans out, but I can say for sure is that Stephen Francis will be signing someone from the United States of America, and that someone is a female athlete, and that someone, this is now a possibility, may very well be Shacarri Richardson. All right, Dennis Mitchell, Shacarri Richardson's current coach, he has a bad reputation. The athletes that are in his camp are generally subject to speculations and to criticisms when it comes down to doping and all of that. So considering Nike holds Shacarri Richardson in such a high esteem, I think she is the heir to the throne at MVP Track Club, the throne that will be left vacant by Elaine Thompson-Herah if the reports are to be followed. Let me know what you guys think. Can Stephen Francis and Shacarri Richardson dethrone Elaine Thompson-Herah come the next Olympics for gold? Who knows? Probably it will be 100 meters and 200 meters. But let's start at 100 meters. Can Stephen Francis and Shacarri Richardson dethrone the reigning Olympic champion in the form of Elaine Thompson-Herah come Paris next Olympics? Let me know in the comment section, folks. And remember, like, share, subscribe. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to turn the notification button on. We appreciate everything that you've done for us. And the more likes this video has, the farther the reach, and it helps significantly with the YouTube algorithm. All right, Miranda Brown here saying, I hope each and every one of you guys have a fantastic day. Until next time, take care.